Hello everybody, welcome back to Raid Shadow Legends, and this is Edward here, and thank you also for joining me on my channel and my series, and the next episode of my series of my free-to-play account tips and strategies. Today we're going to tackle the idea of the clan boss, some of the key factors that you need on your team, and we're going to showcase my team and what I can do with it right now. In the last video we tackled the idea of tournaments and events and whether you should actually do the event, do the tournament or not, or whether you should hold back and save your resources for another day. We also have tackled the idea of energy and how to properly and efficiently utilize your energy and get free energy out of the game itself. But we're not going to talk about that too much today. If you want, there'll actually be a link up above for the energy video that you can go back and check it out and see what's going on with that and see how you can maximize your energy and improve your account in some way. But today, let's get forward with the clan boss itself. Right now, you see me, I'm actually running Arcane Keep level 15 at the moment, and we'll see if we can actually finish through with this at the in the background. But some of the key factors that you need on your clan boss team, you need some debuffs and some buffs on your team, depending on how you actually want to compose it and comprise your team. Really, when it comes down to it, your clan boss team is all about synergy. How the 5 champions you choose work together to be the most efficient and the longest living and the most damage output that they possibly can together. There's 2 primary compositions that you can put together for a team. There's a speed-tuned team, and there's a speed composition team. A speed-tune team refers to the fact and the idea that the 5 champions are set up with specific speeds in relation to each other and the clan boss so that they can maximize certain buffs. Primarily, it's used for a counter-attack team with a Skull Crusher or a Martyr or a Valkyrie. I don't have any one of those 3, so my team is more in the realm of a speed composition team, which really just refers to the fact that you want your team to go as fast as you possibly can to get as many turns as you possibly can. Because the more turns you get, the more debuffs you can land, the more damage you can put out, and just the better overall that your team can actually be without tuning things, fine-tuning things, and min-maxing your team. So let's get into it. Let's get into my clan boss and see where I am at. I farm Brutal. Sorry, I don't farm. I actually run the Brutal clan boss itself. I usually do about 3 keys to get the second chest. You see I got my second chest right there. My team's not the best there is out there, but let's claim these. This is actually going to lead me into the idea that the clan boss is actually an important part of the game. You see, I got an item, I got 2 brews, and I got some gems. You could also get shards, and you could also get tomes from your clan boss rewards. So it's important that you focus on these, actual clan boss teams and events on a daily basis, because this happens on a daily basis. If you're in a clan that actually clears the boss, you can see my team, my clan actually clears Nightmare on a daily basis here. I'm a little lagging behind because I had to restart my account. Before I was actually up in Nightmare and actually up in Ultra Nightmare. But currently I'm at Brutal right now, which is perfectly fine. My team needs some T6 mastery, some War Master, and some Giant Slayer mastery. So you see I have 3 6-stars on the moment on my team right now. The next one I'm going to do is actually Apothecary. And as soon as I can get the 4 of them all up to T6 on their masteries, and they can get the War Master and Giant Slayer masteries, then my damage is going to spike incredibly. War Master and Giant Slayer is an amazing mastery to go for a team for clan boss. It does a lot of damage and a lot of lifesteal back if you have a lifesteal gear. So let's get going into this. I'm going to do a little bit of manual for the first couple turns. I can show you what I'm doing and why we're doing it and why I have it on my team. So like I said, my team is more focused on a speed composition team, which means I want speed and I want turn meter boosts. So, Apothecary, he leads things off. He's the fastest on my team. We're going to increase everyone's speed, increase their turn meter, and get things moving. Jawrang, his third ability here is A3. His attacks 3 times at random, has a 50% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff and a 60% decreased defense debuff. That should actually read a little bit better. He's got some books in there. He's up to, I believe, a 75% chance now at the moment. But defense down and attack down are 2 very crucial and important debuffs to place on the clan boss. Let's see if we can get them on there. We got them both. That's awesome. What that does is it allows you to deal more damage to the clan boss because he has a decreased defense, It also allows the clan boss to do less damage to you, so you survive longer. Sustainability is key when it comes to your clan boss. You want tankiness, defenseness, and sustainability and durability. So if you can reduce the clan boss's damage output, you increase your life expectancy, and therefore you increase your damage. A very, very important debuff to land on the clan boss is poisons. Unfortunately, Kale only landed 1 of his 4 chances for his 5% bonus. But poisons are your biggest damage dealer in the game. They stack up. They do not replace each other. They stack up, and you can have multiple versions of the poison landed on the clan boss at any one time. Let's do Bulwark and his HP burn. It's actually booked up to 100% chance for a 2-turn debuff on a 3-turn cooldown. That is awesome. The HP burn does damage as well every time the clan boss takes a turn, but unfortunately it does not stack like poison. So poison is more important and more efficient than your HP burn. Now, a side note, you need to remember that the clan boss can only have 10 debuffs at any given time applied to him. So you can't just stack 65 poisons and boom, watch the clan boss die in 2 turns. It doesn't work that way. Only 10 debuffs. But you want that attack down, you want that defense down, you want those poisons. And if you can get an HP burn, awesome, cool, that's an added bonus. It is not a high priority on my list. Bulwark happens to have it. He also happens to have a weaken. We'll get to that in just a few minutes here. Now on the buff side, Captain Tamelia she's my tank at the moment right now. So I'm actually going to apply the Ally Protect on her, on the whole team. So she absorbs, you see all those damage things, she absorbs 50% of the damage from all the other 4 champions. So she takes more of the damage than everybody else, but in turn, it actually helps keep the rest of the team alive. It's like a shield almost, and it's a very effective one. Alright, we'll cycle through these. Guys, Jawring, he has got a stun on that skill, can't apply stun to the clan boss, but it's a 2-hit that does some good damage. Kale, his A1 has a 100% chance to land a poison. Boom, got another poison going on there. Bulwark here, his A1 has the weaken. It's a smaller weaken, but it's a weaken. What that means is, if he can land it, which got resisted, and then that one procced, thankfully. Now that means the clan boss are going to take 15% more damage from my attacks. That's awesome. You want the clan boss to take more damage, so you want that to go and keep rolling. Now, Captain Tamelia here, I'm going to use her skill here, where it places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. It also ends up healing everybody, so again, increases their sustainability. They do not take as much damage. Boom, she still takes some extra procs because there were still some actual ally protections across the board, but if she actually took 200 damage less than last time, because of the increased defense that everybody had going on. Alright, but you can see our debuffs have worn off, which is not cool, because one little thing that Bulwark has, which is why I have him on the team, is he has a 30% chance to, right here, a 30% chance to extend the duration of all debuffs by the attacker by 1 turn. That is one big reason why he's on this team, is to extend these debuffs. He has not extended yet. He's only had 2 chances to do it. He's going to get probably attacked and focused on the stun coming up right now. Let's see if he can apply it with that. He got focused and he extended out. My poison is still at 2. My weaken's at 2. But let's cycle through and get back to some of these debuffs. Can we get back on the team? We want more of them on there because we want to extend them with Bulwark's passive here. Back to Jawring. Thankfully, you see Jawring just lapped the clan boss. And look, clan boss took a turn. Every debuff is sitting at 2 turns right now, which means Bulwark procced his passive. I'm going to kick it on auto here and let it run out. It usually only takes me about 3 minutes for a brutal run. I'm at 5 minutes at the moment, which is a little long time, so it means this video is taking a little longer than I wanted it to. But I wanted to break things down and show you guys what was going on while it was moving, so you can see why we're doing things and why I have these things on my clan boss team. So you guys have recap for all of this. Priority is you want poisons. Poisons, poisons, poisons for your team. Kale is a very good champion for this. He's a starting champion. You get to pick him from the beginning. He is free to you, and he's a rare. He can do some good damage output. He can apply some good poisons, as you can see going on right now. And he's free. There's a couple other champions. Outlaw Monk is another one of them. I'll do a video focusing on him so you can see what he can do. I've got an Outlaw Monk actually geared up with Relentless Gear. He can actually go a little bit crazy and take some turns on the clan boss and put out some decent damage. The amazing things about him, he is an uncommon champion, so he's easy to find. But you want the poisons on the team. You want the decreased attack against the clan boss. Those are your two biggest ones, especially at the early levels of the clan boss as you progress through the difficulties. The free-to-play accounts, we can't just buy shards. We can't just buy the tomes to book these people out. So we got to use what we can when we can. So we want to focus on finding those debuffs and buffs as best as we can. One caveat and side note I want to let you guys know, if you're going to do it with a speed composition team, kind of like this, buffs are not as effective because your team will cycle through your turns faster than the clan boss, and then you'll actually rotate your buffs off of your champions before they can actually utilize it properly and to the furthest extent they can. So that's one benefit of a speed tuned team versus a speed comp team. One benefit of a speed composition is you get more turns, so therefore more chances for damage output. Alright, you guys, this is my team, my run. I do roughly about 3 million or so. I'm a little low today on this one. I'll actually go ahead and replay another one here. I'll let it run in the background while I finish up and recap here. So today we focused on clan boss and the idea of it and what it can do. See, look, Kale just dropped 4 of his big poisons, and we didn't get any extensions. Oh, darn. Oh, well. It happens. RNG, it's the name of the game, right? So you guys, the focus on the clan boss, you want the debuffs that we have going on right here. You want attack down, you want poisons, weaken, defense down, and if you can, HP burn. You want those debuffs to happen to the clan boss. Do not build a team focused on turn meter decrease, because speed decrease, turn meter decrease, stuns, sleeps, freezes, those do not affect the clan boss. They are wasted skills, wasted abilities, so do not try to put them into your team. A speed composition team will cycle through your buffs. They're not as efficient and effective as a speed-tuned team. Keep that in mind when you try to put together your teams, you guys. Good luck on your team when you put it together. If you have any ideas or if you have any questions on the team you have, put a comment down below. Let me know. Pick my brain. I'll see if I can help you out in some way. Try to squeeze out a few more million damage on your team if we can. See if we can't rearrange some of the stuff, change some of the gear around, and make your team a little bit better for you guys. Go ahead and comment down below with any ideas or any questions you guys have. Hit that subscribe button before you slip out of here so you can get the next video and see me going on with the next video for the next episode of this content, the next episode of this series, you guys. And also don't forget to hit that bell button so you get notified by YouTube when I do put out that next video. All right, everybody. Take care, enjoy your Raid Shadow Legends, and I hope you're the best in your clan boss teams.